open mic, yes. Facebook, find post, yes. Just got my notification.
Here's mine.
All right, we are getting ready, and we got to make sure that comments are working. I've had like 6 or 7 shows in a row. Comments have worked. All right. So I need the first comment on YouTube, and I need the first comment on Facebook to make sure everything is working properly. And that's over here. Oh. Cody Knox. Comments.
There's Sarah on.
All right, perfect.
Facebook.
Thank you, Cody. Evening, Chris and Phil. Well, that's another story.
Yeah.
Phil had to go to the doctor. No, I'm just teasing. Here goes some more.
He was supposed to be here.
Yeah. Sarah, why are you sitting so far apart? Well,
We had it for a 3-man crew.
it was set up for a 3-man crew, and the third man got a better option. So we're still going to do a little bit of a show here. It's going to be more of a open topic type deal, but we also want to share some stuff that we are working on. And so we need we'll need your help here in a minute. So we'll get started here in just a brief second. I'm going to make sure all my graphics are working. Audio sounds fine on both sides, hopefully.
They'll tell us if not. Or Sarah will, at least.
Oh, so Phil has time to comment, but doesn't have time to be here.
Yeah.
So he wants to comment. So let's talk about Phil. Yeah, Phil wants to be part of the show now. All of a sudden, I love my wife more than you two. Well, you didn't 33 minutes ago.
Yeah. It's amazing how food changes everything.
Yeah. Don't fool it. Bedtime's 8 o'clock for Phil.
Yeah, that's true. Sleepy time, as he likes to say. Sleepy time.
You have your first fan, Elisa. Elisa says, Chubbo.
Yeah.
All right. Audio does sound good. Very good, very good. All right.
Sleepy time.
All right, we'll get started here on the Open Mic Podcast. Ronnie Phillips, Chris Evans with you. We were supposed to have Phil. He canceled on us at the last second. The lights were on. The cameras were up and working. Conor started crying when
Connor's
Phil
upset.
wasn't going to be here.
First thing Conor said, "Hey, Dad. Hey, is Phil going to be here?"
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be here. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Uncle Chris. How are you?
Yeah, here I am. So I came up here. I was working, slaving in the yard, and Phil wanted to be here, told us to be here, and then flat out just quit, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once you quit once, it's easy to quit. So we'll see how that goes. So Billy Poplin, we'll remember this. Should have called, Billy says. I would have filled in.
I see what he did there.
That's good. So, when I turn that off over there, okay, it's opposite at the house, so good there. So it is open topic. If you guys want to discuss anything, we'll be glad to do that. It can be Guthrie, Logan County, Oklahoma. It can be anything. We'll be glad to talk to it. Sports. This is definitely the episode of Open Mic here. But we also wanted to let you guys know about Second Banana Media. It's a new thing that we've all kind of taken part in, and so Second Banana Media, there is going to be a whole bunch of new fun shows coming on with Second Banana Media. This show, Open Mic, eventually, it'll be on Second Banana Media and off the Guthrie News page, but there's going to be some other great shows, the High School Huddle on Second Banana Media. I know you and Phil are working on some stuff.
Yep.
We're working on some other guests from around the state and outside of the state as well. So here's what we need you to do, and we're introducing it for the first time. So whether you, if you have time here in a second or right now, whether it's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube, go to Second Banana Media and subscribe to all those places. So You spell out the word Second Banana Media. I learned how to spell banana in the last few days.
I've got really good at spelling mosquito.
Mosquito, yes.
Mosquito Authority. So check us out.
We'll talk about Mosquito Authority here in a second. But be sure Second Banana Media, especially on YouTube, and watch all the great videos. And we right now on Second Banana Media, there are two subscribers on Second Banana Media YouTube. The two people here. Yeah,
correct,
us two.
Correct.
So for us to do what we want to do on YouTube, we're going to have more views, more hours watched, and all that good stuff. So this will be the second video on Second Banana Media. So we've had one for the High School Huddle. Mm-hmm. This will be the first one for the Open Mic podcast. Phil's working on one this weekend. I know you're going to have more time as time goes on. But so we're going to start having a whole lot more, hopefully, beginning May, which is next week. Hopefully we get more and more going. So I just got the third subscription on you. I get the notifications.
No, you get them on
time. For YouTube, I do.
Real time.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Thank you, Cody Knox. I knew I can depend on you on the comments and all that good stuff. So we have our third subscriber. Cody, you subscribed before Phil did.
Yeah. This was Phil's idea. And I mean, you guys came up with it, but I'm pretty sure Phil came up with the name by accident.
Second Banana Media?
Yeah.
It was me.
Oh, it was you. I'm sorry. I tried, Phil. I tried to give you some glory here, and Chris said no. But yeah, he's the one who brought it up to me, and I figured he'd be the first subscriber after you.
Yeah. No, this is everyone's very familiar with Guthrie News Page and all that good stuff. The Guthrie News Page is still going on, but this is going to be more than just Guthrie. This is going to be.
There's just way too much liability on Chris's side of the game with Second Banana. So it's a good thing you guys came up with this, because I wouldn't post it on my personal one either.
Yeah, we were trying to come up with names, and we were talking. I was in my office, and there's Phil got a Second Banana in the mail from somebody we won't mention, but. Trying to maybe mock it, having a little fun, mock a little bit. And so there's another one. Thank you, Jennifer. Jennifer is our fourth. Oh. So we've had two tonight. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for subscribing on YouTube. And but I was in my desk looking back, and there was that banana, and it said Second Banana. I was like, Second Banana Media. And so
it really rolls off the tongue too pretty good.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah. Phil's talked to some of his hot shot people that he works with, and they loved that. I loved it. I don't know if they were trying to make him feel good or not, but it is Second Banana Media, and that's on Instagram. That is on Twitter. Now on Twitter, right now you have to do the number 2 ND second, and then spell out Banana Media. It'll be there, and then Facebook is Second Banana Media there. So just ask you to subscribe on all those platforms, and then you'll be the first to kind of get knowing first of all these different podcasts that we have. And it won't be just us. It'll be different people, as we mentioned. So Second Banana Media.
Yeah, I just did it. I just followed on Twitter as well. So you can even spell out the word second like that, and it was still one of the first ones that popped up. So right now it's a good one.
Nash, I don't know. I don't want to put your comment on the screen because I don't want to get anybody confused. Nash, it's Second Banana Media. Cody Knox, I see. Oh, yeah, Cody. I'm glad you mentioned that. Cody says, I see you might need a logo made. Yeah. I can try to help with that. Yes. Yeah. I'm glad you said that, Cody. Yeah, we were just trying to hurry up and get this name on before it was taken. Not that Second Banana Media is all that popular. Yeah. But I downloaded a banana real quick and used that so people will know that it is there. But yeah, Cody, we definitely need a logo. Phil and I were just talking about that the other day. But yeah, the logo is very simple, but there's something there now to let people know.
Oh yeah, there's going to be a lot of requests for logos, kind of with all the podcasts and all the different things that's going to be going on in Second Banana Media. So I know me and Phil are kind of looking at it. We want a kind of a character logo of me and Phil. That'd be really cool. So yeah.
Crystal says, Chris Evans learned how to spell banana. No, I didn't learn how to. I am. Without a doubt, know how to spell it now. It was always I had to do a little bit. Now it's just like
it's just one of those words that you don't really spell. Yeah, you do it all the time. You write something down, and you're like, I don't think I've said this word a million times in my life, but I've actually never written it down. I have no clue how to spell it.
Yeah. Well, then I'm typing it out and I don't see the red squiggly lines. Like, oh wow, got it right. But now I can do it in my sleep. Here you go, Ronnie. Here's a question for you, Ronnie Phillips. What? He's still in Guthrie.
Well, not still. Just came back to Guthrie after 18 long years. Graduated, played baseball, fell in love with my bride. Worked in Durant, Oklahoma, Choctaw Casino, then transferred up to Kansas City at the Kansas Speedway up there. Then lived off in Ohio, which was great 4 years, in Toledo, Ohio. So that's where I've been last 18 years. Came back this past August and been running feet on the ground ever since then. Got back August 16th. Chris calls me on the 20th or something on my birthday. Says, hey, you want to broadcast? Phil's going to be out. I need you in the booth. So, okay.
Yeah. Oh, sure, I forgot. Phil quit the first football game, too.
He quit the first football game.
I'm starting to see a pattern here. So, it is easy to quit.
It's very easy for him to quit, yeah. But, yeah, I was in the booth after 18 long years.
What do people in Ohio, when you say you're from Oklahoma, what's their first thing?
When first moved to Ohio, they hear the accent, which again I don't have an accent. I don't have an accent. I always tell them, I ain't got no accent,
Yeah.
But the first thing they ask,
what y'all talking about?
Yeah, what y'all talking about? Where are you from? Where's that accent from? I'm from Oklahoma. And they lean in real close and they say, have you ever seen a tornado? As a matter of fact, I have. A lot of them, actually. And they want all the details about it. What do they look like? Are they scary? Yeah, they're pretty scary, especially the ones right underneath you. It's quite a scene to see right there, I'll tell you that.
Tornado Alley's now like to the south. I mean, we get them, but not like Mississippi and Arkansas and Louisiana. They're starting to get more and more tornadoes than we have. I guess we had a couple last week, two small ones, but we did actually. Logan County had a tornado warning there for a little bit, but that was
no prison. I guess Phil said has been in prison the last 18 years.
So there's a lot of people. Crystal talking about that it's helped her to spell banana. Cody Knox on YouTube. You can watch this live on YouTube. You can watch it live on Facebook. And also, if you're on Facebook, Guthrie News Page Facebook, a lot of you are, be sure to go to Guthrie News Page on YouTube and subscribe there. The videos are a lot easier to find. They're in a playlist and not live videos, but all the recorded videos and all that good stuff as well. So put that in there real quick.
YouTube's a little quicker too, so there's not much of a delay as well, right?
Yeah, it's quick, especially for athletic events and for parades. We had a big parade, 1800 parade last week.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Were you busy that day?
Yeah, it was. I was there that day. I'm glad we moved to the post office because I was closer to what Kristen says. By the way, don't share our age. So, yeah, you guys a few years away from a big birthday. So, yeah. Phil, is this a promise? Phil says he's about to quit both of us. So, Cody Knox agrees. Tornado Alley is moving east. It just feels that way. Tyler Fred, T-Fred. I saw T-Fred yesterday. Guthrie baseball went to McGinnis and got to see McGinnis. I guess they renovated their baseball press box and all that stuff 3 years ago. I think is what T-Fred told me. That was the first time I've been to McGinnis, I guess, in a while.
Beautiful park, man. The grass was great. The infield was sweet. The mound was sweet. It was really nice to be out there.
And when I umpired, McGinnis was one of the first fields that had ryegrass down. McGinnis and Perkins. Yeah. And I remember, man, I love going there. Now the field's kind of back, it kind of drops off at shortstop.
And coaching with the Blue Jays this year, there's Marlowe. Theirs is even worse. The drop off. I mean, it was really bad. I mean, you tell Kel, who's second baseman, your son, just hey, make sure you don't fall down the hill as you go if you have to go catch a pop fly. But you see a lot of those infields go down like that now. But yeah, that was a beautiful park, man. They got it looking real good.
T. Fred says, I'm guessing Phil is hiding after the 30 takes that he did on the high school huddle last week.
He's still recovering from that. Yeah.
Yeah, we very rarely do we go live to do a recording, and we were working on some stuff that day. And T. Fred, I think the camera, it's the same camera that we're using right now, has not done anything. But so far, when we go live, I said that when we go live, it's fine. But when we try to record stuff, try to be perfect, then it gets all flashy on there. So let's see. Again, if you guys have any questions or comments, be glad to talk about any topics on hand as well. Crystal says, that completely went over your head, Chris. Yeah. I've been working in the yard today, so I'm not on my game, so it probably went straight over my head. I apologize.
Well, no, I mean, you really weren't prepared because, kind of Phil said, hey, let's do a podcast.
Yeah.
And then we get in here and get ready, and then you just.
Yeah, I was just here for the ratings purpose and let you guys talk it out, but now trying to move up the slack for him and all that good stuff. So, sports-wise, Lady J golf team is headed to state. The Blue Jay baseball team got a couple games with Guyman on Friday.
Doubleheader, yeah.
And then the region 3:00. If you want to come out, it's senior day for the Blue Jays on Friday. So if you want to get out and watch last regular season high school baseball game inside Squires, go out on Friday afternoon, maybe get off a little bit early, or you can come late. It's a doubleheader. Yep. So always Squiresfield, one of the best places to watch high school baseball in the state. So
yeah,
chance to do that.
It's unbelievable. The ballpark is so beautiful. Coach Porter's got it looking real good. And we had the Guthrie 8 or 9er tournament a couple weeks ago, and the couple teams, the Hara kid that we're playing Hara, and the first baseman, first innings out there, he looks at me and goes, man, Coach, this field is sweet, man. Yeah. This place is awesome. So, yeah, it's a great place to play. It's a beautiful ballpark. Last game, doubleheader this Friday. Regional start next Thursday. Not this Thursday, but next Thursday. Mm-hmm. Looks like we'll be heading to Duncan.
Yeah. Duncan, which we saw them in the 89er tournament, and a good team, got a great shortstop. I love Chago.
Chago.
He's a fun player to watch. And so Guthrie won that game 8-6.
Yep,
so
sure did.
It would be the 2 seed in that regional. So that will be a big time game. Remember, Guthrie went on the road last year to Lott MacArthur, won on the road to get to the state tournament. So a bunch of those kids last year were on that team trying to get back again this year. And they weren't the favorite to get there last year. I guess Lott MacArthur, you could say, were the favorite, although Guthrie was by far the better team. Guthrie's beaten Duncan once, but Duncan's a good team. They're a good team. Yeah. So whoever makes the state from Guthrie or Duncan, unless there's some surprise in there, will be that'll be a fun regional.
Yeah, there's still a few games left over in the 5A1 or 2.
They're 5A2.
Yeah, we're 5A1, 5A2. But right now, it looks like it's going to be Duncan, Guthrie, Eisenhower, and Southeast.
Yep.
The 8 seed from our side going over to their side.
And I did not see yesterday, and we'll get to some more Guthrie stuff. We're going to stay on baseball real quick. Carl Albert Piedmont, who won yesterday?
Piedmont won, so 5-2 or something like that. So Piedmont will be your 5A1 district champs. Yep.
Okay. So Piedmont, Piedmont, we saw them a couple times, and they're not real flashy, but they have good 1-2 pitching.
Yep.
And they can hit the ball, put the ball in play, make the routine play.
Very polished team, as Coach Porter said it after those games. We didn't play our best during those 2 games.
Yeah.
We split with Carl Albert, which Carl Albert had split with Piedmont. We split with McGinnis. McGinnis beat Piedmont, so we can definitely beat Piedmont. It's just sometimes you just get duds out there, and that's just what happened on those 2 days. They were just better than us, and we didn't play to our potential.
Yeah, and that happens, especially in the game of baseball. So baseball again, Friday, Squiresfield, a beautiful, beautiful place. It's always big time when they're big time games there. Like when we played Carl Albert here and we played Piedmont here, big time games. We beat Carl Albert, lost Piedmont, but then you go to their place and it's like, it's still a big game, but it doesn't have the atmosphere that Squires does. And so
let me answer Phil's question real fast. He asked, who's the top ranked baseball team in 5A? Well, there's no rankings in 5A. I think they do rankings for the lower classes.
Correct.
But there's no rankings for 5A, 6A, or anything like that. So
since regionals,
yeah. So I'm not for sure who's the best. I mean, it's
just like football. There's
your teams.
Newspaper rankings. Yeah. There are we have rankings on the high school huddle. So it's just like football. There's no official rankings. They have to have those in smaller schools because there's more. But no rankings in baseball.
A lot of good teams on 5A.
Yeah,
5A1 and 5A2 are really stacked with good teams.
And then you always your Priors, your Miamis, your Catoosa, your Collinsville. I'm sure Collinsville is good. They're good in everything this year.
Yeah, Collinsville, they're going to win their district. They've lost one district game. I saw that yesterday. Bishop Kelly, they're second in theirs. I mean, there's still a lot of really good 5A teams out there.
So that is baseball. Softball, I think today they went to Jinx for regionals. Guthrie is considered, will be in let's see, I think there's Class 5A in slow pitch softball. Guthrie softball went up there. I know they lost the first game to Jinx 11-10, and then it wasn't very pretty in the second game. So I think Guthrie softball, slow pitch softball season came to an end today. Tennis had a very good outing the other day. The Lady J golf team headed to state, waiting on some information to put that out there. But congratulations to head coach Jason Rice and the girls going back to the state tournament, back in the neck of the woods where you used to be, over across Chicksaw
Point.
Yes,
that's beautiful golf. Yeah. I love that golf course. Yeah,
it's a few hours away from here, but
yeah, I played there several times when I was down there in Durant, just right up the road from us. Yeah, beautiful. There's a few holes that you're overlooking the lake and you get that lake breeze and time to grip and rip and let her fly, baby. Yeah, it's a sweet golf course.
Now, see, Phil is ornery, but I'm gonna call Dr. Mike Simpson out here, but he can be a little ornery himself. Don't let the smile fool you there on his picture there. But left the lights on in his office. Can you go turn them off? I don't think you have the special key to get in that office.
Oh, I do. oh yeah, I definitely do.
That's the Open Mic Podcast. We'll talk to you next week. Let's go. I got some files I need to.
I got access to that one. Yeah. Don't go in there.
Yeah,
I don't ever go in there. Yeah. But yes, Dr. Simpson, I will turn those lights off for you.
I would be. You have to have the 24-digit PIN code to get into the to anything. But
there's only one grandmaster in the, so I mean, I'm hoping it works.
Jennifer, by the way, subscribed to Second Banana Media on YouTube. Thank you. She reminds us, there we go, lots of events in Guthrie Friday. So we got doubleheader Guthrie baseball, but Guthrie Chamber Cornhole Tournament, Saturday Dungan Family Farms Farm Day, and Saturday is Hoppy
Camper.
Hoppy Camper, which we only have 140 characters for our viewing audience, but on the comments there. But yeah, you've been out to the Dungan Farms thing last year, the first annual.
Yep. I was there last fall. Was out there. They had burgers for everybody. I mean, if you want inflatables, petting zoos, you can ride horses out there. And when he says Family Farm Day, it literally is a family farm day. He does a great job. Man, providing all the meat and the hamburgers and hot dogs for everybody to eat. It's a great time. Start in the morning, last all day long. I was a judge in last year's cook-off.
Yeah.
So I got to eat a lot of steak, which is really good. All the competitors are really good, but this year yours truly will be competing in the cook-off.
Oh, you're competing.
I am competing. Yeah. So.
What are you cooking?
We're going to have 2 meats and 1 mystery meat. So we're going to do pork chops, bone-in pork chops. I forget the name of that steak. It's called a pichata. Dunnigan, help me out here. Pichata steak or something like that.
Fancy?
So, yeah, it's more of a delicacy. He gave me a history lesson on this today at Chamber of Coffee. It's real popular down in South America, blah, blah, blah. It's the ribeye in some places, like ribeye is here to Oklahoma and these parts of the woods. But yeah, so a couple steaks, and I'm interested what that mystery meat will be on Saturday morning. So
okay, Chamber Cornhole Tournament. We got a Chamber Board of Director meeting in the morning. I'm sure we'll get some more stuff on that. But Brittany and the crew working on that Cornhole Tournament, a very successful one last year. There were some professionals that tried to come out there. I don't think they won it.
They're out of Edmond, and people at the coffee this morning were like, "Those professionals from Edmond signed up yet?" She goes, "No, they haven't, not yet."
Yeah.
So it looks like it's going to be a level of playing ground for all of us people who just like to do it for fun when you're having a beverage.
Yeah, they're probably at the Toronto Invitational.
Oh, yeah.
Not in Guthrie this year. Maybe we weren't fancy enough. But a lot of teams last year, I think a lot of teams are expected to be back out there this year at the golf course, correct?
Correct. Yep, out of Cedar Valley, I believe. Yep. Not Cedar Valley.
Cimarron National.
Yeah, I get it.
Cimarron National.
Yep, Cimarron National.
If you need more details on that, be sure to go to the Chamber's website and also download the Chamber's.
They have an app. Yep.
They have an app. All that good stuff as well. let's see. Anything else? This is open topic. We appreciate anything on anyone's mind tonight. Again, Phil quit on us tonight. Second Banana Media. We invite you to go there. Second Banana Media on all the social media platforms, especially the YouTube feed. Because go to youtube.com and search second, spell it out, Second Banana Media, and that's where all the future podcasts. We're going to have a network of podcasts come together, and if you want to have a podcast, whether it be on audio or video or both, like this one here,
Don't have to be live.
No, don't have to be live. You can record it and have 25 takes. Now, I don't know who's going to be editing all that, but if you need some editing help, we can definitely help with that as well. But speaking of chamber, we're going to have some the chamber podcast now inside the studio here,
nice.
As we're in the downtown studio, as you see for our viewing audience. But yeah, they're going to be in here, and hopefully we can do more and more podcasts with the chamber. So that'll be on that's a perfect example of Second Banana Media. So the chamber will have their own podcast, just like you've been following them on all their audio deals. We'll just now be able to share it on that platform as well, kind of give them more exposure.
Yeah.
On top, people might want to come here and hear us talk about high school football. Mm-hmm. Well, then they go through Second Banana Media. Oh, well, here's something about chamber, and so or a myriad of topics. So that's what Second Banana Media is about right now. Is a network of podcasts.
Yeah, it's going to be a great thing to have because again, a lot of people are moving to the area, to Guthrie, Logan County. So I mean, if anybody's looking for something to do, we're going to have those kinds of podcasts on there. We're going to be able to talk about all kinds of stuff that's going on in Guthrie all the time.
Taylor, a lot of people watching on Facebook. We appreciate it. Don't forget on YouTube as well. Thank you for your local podcast, Open Mic here in Guthrie. Good things happening for Guthrie. Absolutely. There are some great things happening. Oh, of course, the bad stuff gets into the news, and we've all seen that over the last several days. But there is a lot of good things. And, the one thing that soapbox here, Phil's not here to egg me on this deal, but I always, people like, that's why I moved away from Guthrie. It's like, oh, where did you move to this magical place where none of this else happens?
Where nothing happens, yeah. And that's the psychology behind people, the way they think. Guthrie News Page publishes a lot of stuff about good stuff. Yeah. People only remember the bad stuff. Yeah. That's just nature. That's just human nature to do that kind of stuff. But again, Guthrie, I mean, I can tell you firsthand, I've lived in about 4 or 5 different states in the past 18 years, and I can tell you they're all the same. Guthrie is no different. What makes Guthrie different is that the town is more one. Everybody chooses Guthrie. I mean, everybody likes to support local businesses and stuff like that. And I mean, Guthrie is a great, great town to live in, and that's. I mean, if I didn't believe that, I wouldn't have came back to this town.
Yeah, and Taylor, there's your comment there on the screen. I think it's a great place. I don't want to say perfect. It is. I say perfect because you're 30 minutes from the Oklahoma City Thunder. Mm-hmm. You're 30 minutes from the Oklahoma State Cowboys. You're 45, 60 minutes depending on traffic from the Oklahoma Sooners. You're 30 minutes from downtown Bricktown, all the concerts.
Yeah.
You're an hour and a half from Tulsa.
Mm-hmm.
It's such central located, and there's so many things. If you want slow life, you can live in Guthrie. Mm-hmm. You can make it slow if you want. If you're busy, you can make it busy in Guthrie. And if you want really, really busy, it's 30 minutes down the way.
Yep. It's a great, great place to be. No doubt about it.
Okay, Glass, I'm going to try to answer your question here. I don't know. I should probably read this before putting it on the screen. Was Santa Fe north of 33 recently paved with concrete? Who funded the project, and what traffic is expected on that road?
Oh boy!
Was Santa Fe
construction?
Santa Fe north of 33? Gladys, help me out. Is there a concrete company? If I remember right, there was a concrete company somewhere in Logan County. It might have been off of Santa Fe north of 33. That's a county road. But I think if I'm thinking the same thing that Gladys, help me out here. But if that, I think that's a county road, and I think it leads to a concrete company, and they came together with the county to do that. So if that's the area I'm thinking about, if not, message me. I can find out. I know there was a paving company or a concrete company that came together with the county. I can't remember if it's exactly that road.
Hudson Paving offices
Yes,
west of there.
There we go. Thank you, Glass. We can work this together out. We'll work this out together. Yes, Hudson Paving offices west of there. They got together with the county. I don't know the specific details, but Hudson Paving gave some materials and maybe the county did the work or something like that. So, yes, that is that part. So, hopefully I didn't mess up too much, but yes, that's exactly right.
Well, the great Scott Mick is watching. Everybody's favorite offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I got to see Coach Mick.
Bear. I saw Bear play.
Bear's getting big.
Man.
Yes. Saw the pictures, saw Jerry.
Yeah.
My wife saw Jerry. She goes, man, I almost didn't recognize Jerry.
I got hungry as soon as I saw Jerry and Scott because they make the best food you can possibly have, man. It's so good.
Yeah. Long-time coach here in Guthrie, both teachers here in Guthrie. Went back home to Enid, and we got to see them the other day. So good to see Coach Mick and Jerry, all that good stuff. Guthrie is a unique location. Totally agree, Taylor. Thank you for that message. Chris Talbot is here. Good to see Chris. Keep up the good work, y'all. Y'all, there's a Yoki term there, but
Chris Talbot,
down there, McAllister, he keeps Guthrie close to him.
He
And,
does. He loves Guthrie.
Yeah, still does. He talks it up. Former Logan County deputy here, and I got seen when Guthrie went to the football playoffs. And McAllister got to visit with him for a little bit.
He was cheering Guthrie the entire way. He was.
Yeah.
Dad wasn't, but he was.
Correct. Yeah. He was rooting for those Blue Jays, no doubt about that. Again,
do you have a schedule for Red Brick Nights yet? Gina was wanting to know.
Yeah. You're just a little bit ahead of me on the comments, which is fine. It's coming in there. Do we have a schedule yet for Red Brick Nights? I don't know. The schedule events, the first one. Here we go, Gina. You got me lying here. It's either I think it's going to be the first Saturday in June. I don't think I've seen anything. If it was 1st of May, I think we've already been seeing it. So
yeah.
I think the first Saturday in June, the first Saturday in July, August, September. First Saturday of each month.
Good. I've never seen them.
You've never seen the Red Brick Night?
No, never been to one. Yeah. They were non-existent when I was growing up.
Yeah. This, I don't know, 4 or 5 years we're going to be going on Red Brick Nights. And the big one is July. The huge one is July with the fireworks. The Hoovers. The Hoovers put on a spectacular.
Calvin Hoover, correct?
Calvin Hoover?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes we get free shows on the west side. They're in the county, so there's no city. There's no city regulations if you live on the west side. They're in the county.
So, what are the regulations here in Guthrie? Because when I lived in Tonganoxie, Kansas.
Remember
that town?
I do remember.
Tonganoxie, Kansas. There were no regulations. I mean, the entire neighborhood,
like Crescent,
was just they were blowing up. I mean, it was. I mean, that's when we decided to move to Ohio. I said, I don't know. I kind of really want to watch these fireworks every 4th of July because they were so good. I mean, every single row of houses did fireworks, and you can shoot them wherever you want it.
Yeah. There are you can pop them at your house. There are some steps in there, but you have to get a permit to do them, and there's a few guidelines in there. There are.
You can get a permit to shoot fireworks?
Yeah. You can only shoot them like July 3rd, 4th. I think maybe the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, but there's certain times you can only do it as well. And then also you can do it around New Year's, 2 or 3 days around New Year's as well. So one more thing on why I like Guthrie. You can go to college. And, there's several colleges in Edmond nearby, and Oklahoma City nearby as well. So you can commute. If you don't have any money, you can live with mom and dad for a little bit and commute. So
and they are upgrading their facilities all the time. UCO is a beautiful campus.
Matt, appreciate the question. How are you doing after the pepper spray? Glad they caught the suspects. Absolutely. Yeah. We were broadcasting the parade, the 89 parade, in front of the post office. We were going to be over here at Wentz in Oklahoma, and that wind was just stupid wind. And so we made the decision to go in front of the post office just for a little bit of a windbreak. We still had tons and tons of wind there, but it did help. And so I'm packing up all the gear. Aaron and I were packing up all the gear. Phil took off. He quit on packing up the gear, and he went to go see what was going on.
Phil's going to get a bad reputation after this.
Yeah.
He needs to start showing up to these things.
I mean, we got the equipment sacked up, but he was overlooking all the parade goers and investigators and all that good stuff. He was in charge. Just asking. But this is why you need to come to these shows, Phil. But packing up, and I hear all the commotion. I'm like, it's probably someone being stupid, and I don't want to do news stuff right now because I'm ready to get this stuff packed up.
Barbecue.
I'm ready to go eat. Yes, I haven't eaten all day. The wind was wearing me out. We had showed up hours before to do interviews with some folks. We'll be sharing that later. But and so I get a taste. What I got was very minor compared to what a lot of people had. So I did taste a little bit. I was like, what is that? And that's when I thought, well, there was a fight and maybe police had to spray or whatever, but obviously not the case. But as the story unfolded with the 89er stabbing, I'm sure everybody knows about that by now. I've read up on the family is healing, which is the best news out of this. And the suspects were indeed caught, juveniles. They weren't from Guthrie. They're from Oklahoma City, but the dad who chased them out, there was that little bit alley in the alley area, and that's where the spray was able to get over to the post office. I've learned, or it was in front of on First Street. It could have sprayed that because the wind was blowing that direction toward us. So got a little bit, very little bit. But man, I know a lot of people have seen that video. That little 4-year-old. His name's Felix, and he took a direct shot. And this was not pepper. I'm assuming bear spray is worse. Oh, and then this was like Dog the Bounty Hunter. Like this ain't you're not going to Dollar General getting this stuff. This is like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
And the spray is like this wide. I mean, you're not missing.
Commercial grade type deal. And that little 4-year-old boy, Felix, took a direct shot. And I spoke to his family, and obviously he was in a lot of pain, healing. But, also the officers had all that stuff on them. And, you put the water in there, EMTs putting water in their eyes. And you start feeling a little bit better, but then you go home and shower. It re-aggravates it again. And so a couple officers had a hard time that night as well. But, man, that little 4-year-old took it right in the face. Man,
that's terrible. I've been pepper sprayed once.
Yeah, in Norman,
Oklahoma, Nebraska.
I've never been
national championship.
Yeah,
just the national championship year, just right behind the goal post, and Oklahoma scores the 35 unanswered to win 35-14 or something like it was, and fans storm the field and they start spraying that pepper spray. Man, that was just awful, so bad. I can imagine getting sprayed by that.
No,
4 years old too, man. Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, and I've covered, police officers have to go through that pepper spraying, and I went. This was several years ago. Guthrie Police Department had pepper spray training.
Did you participate?
I had a video camera.
Oh,
I and I knew where to stand. But police training, it was at the armory, and the officers just have to stand straight. And they're closing their eyes, and there's an officer 5 feet away, and you open your eyes, and so they spray them, and they go, and then one time a guy opened his mouth and got in there, and so once they get sprayed, part of their training, there's two officers are fighting this guy, and he has to fight and stand his ground, and then after that. He has to put them on the ground. Then he has to put them in their handcuffs, take them to the police car, and then you have to radio your traffic, and you have to where you're at, what's going on, and then the dispatcher who was an officer in there was helping. He goes 10-9, which is repeat yourself, and like, no, don't let him repeat himself. Let him go get some water. He's hurting here. He swallowed it. Yeah, and so, that's my only thing with pepper spray is watching that deal, and these are tough guys, tough girls. I mean,
there's more being a cop than driving around a patrol car.
No, it was, and Guthrie Police doesn't have tasers, so I've never been to a taser training or.
I was going to say, did you participate in one of those? What's worse, you think? Pepper spray directly in the face or getting tasered?
I think if the officers, I've asked the officers, I think they'd rather get tased.
I think so too, because it's done like that.
Yeah.
I mean, once they start,
then you're done.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I could imagine hurting for 10, 15 minutes, and the rest of the day after that.
The rest of the day. Yeah.
Feeling awful.
Let's see here.
There's a lot of questions on here.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep up here. Oh, trust me. I want to read them before I put it on the screen because I don't know what I'm going to be putting on the screen. I'm going to be put on the spot here.
Well, it's second banana media though. It's all right.
Well, right now we're Guthrie News page.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Never mind. Never mind.
We're on Guthrie News.
Oh, that's right, because we need to get subscribers first.
Yeah, we need to get subscribers.
Make sure you subscribe. We got 27 viewers on Facebook right now. Go ahead over to subscribe right now. Link is in comments, I believe, right?
Yeah, Second Banana Media. And I haven't got any update. We've gotten 2 since we've done this deal. So
that's it.
I think we're only up to 4. Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see here. YouTube. Yep. Cody and Jennifer, the only 2 so far. Second Banana Media on YouTube. Cody Knox, firefighter. He says, I'd rather get tased than being pepper sprayed. Yeah, I think that will probably be the majority.
Yeah.
Here's a question Matt asks. Chubbo, what's killing big red ants in my yard? This good spot here. Mosquito Authority.
Mosquito Authority, absolutely. You can call me and my wife, Mosquito Authority. If you've seen us driving around, you probably have. Chris has my cell phone, or you can message me directly. We can talk about all the good stuff that we can offer you at your house. Mosquito free, with Mosquito Authority. We do mosquitoes, fly, and ticks. So if you have any of those problems right there, give us a call. We'll take care of you.
And if you do have that service right now, you can still like to talk with them, visit with them, let them know the other options.
Absolutely, yeah. So the mosquito spray is the main thing that we do, and then in order to get the fly and tick, it's an add-on to the mosquito. So yep.
And we're definitely using this services. We bought a pergola, and my wife will get bit by mosquitoes all the time. I do as well, but they really like her first. I mean, she'll get bit 20 times before I even feel one. And so we love to be outside, but as soon as that first mosquito bite, all right, we're done. We're inside. And, we built this nice outdoor area to enjoy the flowers in the yard in the night. And we take TVs out there and watch, but one mosquito ruins it all.
Oh, we'll definitely take care of that. And again, don't want people to wait until you get bit and take care of it now, because again, mosquitoes aren't bad right now. They're not even really out right now, but they will be full force coming out. So don't wait until you get bit. Go ahead and call us and we'll take care of it before it happens.
Bugs Bites.
Bugbites.com.
Bugbites.com.
Bugsbite.com.
Chris Talbot, taser is done in 5 seconds. So.
He would know.
Kristen, here's a message for you, Chubbo.
Oh, yeah, community church. I remember those are good old days. Absolutely.
Thank you, Elise. Appreciate that compliment. Thank you. Missed this one earlier from Kristen. See, Kristen, I know I probably asked a good question. Let's see here. Chris, have you heard about the Sticks and Stones? Oh, that's a good song.
Real good song.
1991 is, I think it was his first number one song, 1991, Tracy Lawrence. Stick and Stones Event Center with Jason Young coming this weekend.
As Phil would say when you say that, oh boy.
I'm trying to, Phil's quit the show. He's not coming anymore. Do you know who is in charge of that? I do not, Kristen. That's the first I've heard of this. Jason Young. I will be around my chamber folks tomorrow, so I will ask them. I do not know that one. Sticks and Stones. I like the headline though. All right, I think we're caught up on comments. And so we were just going to come on here and talk just for a few minutes, but we've had some great back and forth, and that's why this is indeed the open mic for sure. So if you guys have any more questions or comments, we'll be sure to get those in here before we start wrapping up here.
Conor, you want to come sit down and see, anybody got any questions for you? You can come tell them.
Conor Ace, come on down. You can pretend to be Phil with hair.
Phil. I mean, Phil's not here. You come here. Tell everybody who you are and who you belong to.
Hold on, that is microphone. I would be able to, Phil would be able to ask questions, but since he's not here, you got to ask questions. I got to go turn on his microphone for just a second. That is mic number 3. By the way, these microphones are like really, really good. We have some lapels. I wish they were as good as these ones. So Conor Ace, your audio 3. Give me 1 second.
You nervous?
We need.
He wanted the spotlight. He wanted the smoke. He said earlier. He wanted to come up. So
we need the. So you're at Guess, right? Guthrie Upper Elementary School.
Guess.
We need a Guess podcast.
Sure do.
You can be the voice of Guess.
Let's go. I'm in.
So other day, Coach Porter does a trivia before every single game.
Oh yeah.
So he was about to give a trivia to the team before McGinnis, and I kind of just jumped in there and said I got one for you guys. And the trivia was who got the game-winning RBI in the 2016 World Series championship for the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah, those kids aren't going to know that.
Kids had no clue.
Yeah.
They're yelling David Ross.
They forget what happened last week.
Yeah, David Ross, Rizzo, Bryant, all, Contreras, all other people, Zobrist, blah, blah, blah. They're so confused. Conor, who got the game-winning RBI?
Miguel Montero.
Miguel Montero got the game-winning RBI because why?
Because they scored the run the next inning. If he didn't score, it would have been tight and it would have gone to extras, and then
Absolutely.
wherever it goes.
So the Cubs scored 2 runs in the 10th, right? So
Yeah.
Ben Zobrist broke the lead
Yeah.
in that World Series. Miguel Montero got an RBI base hit the very next time, but the Indians scored in the bottom of the inning to make it 8-7, which made Miguel Montero the game-winning RBI. See, I knew he would know it, and none of them kids even had a clue, weren't even close to it. Conor, I discussed this with you previously, did I? This is he just knows. He's seen that World Series how many times? 732. Is that
Probably.
what it is? Yeah, that many times.
Cleveland. Chubbo, Colin says hi.
Hey, my buddy Colin. Now, Colin, we have a
Single L Colin.
Oh yeah, we have a great relationship. We always talk before the Guthrie football games. He gets on the headset.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And he comes down, he talks to me, and we talk over the headset. And we discuss football and how the Jays are going to do. So yeah, Colin, it's almost bedtime.
Yeah. Have you been able to watch Colin and his baseball team yet?
I haven't, not yet.
I had an 8:00 game and Cash in the other.
This is my first night off in forever. It seems like.
Yeah. I've been gone all week.
Mm-hmm.
Conor, here's your first question. What grade is Conor in?
There you go.
I am in 5th grade.
5th grade. So you got 2 years at Guess. So you got 5th grade and 6th grade.
6th grade.
Which your kids, and 1 year for my kids, but with grade centers here, now you can go from pre-K, K, 1, 2, 3, 4 at one school.
All at the same school, yeah.
And then 5th and 6th, I guess, and junior high, then high school. I went to like 18 different schools. We both went to 18 different schools.
Cotter was first grade.
Yeah.
Central was second grade.
Cotter was second and third for me.
Yeah, so for me, Cotter's first, Central was second. Fogarty, where our kids go, was third. And then 4th, 5th, and 6th were up at Guess. And now they got the wings all different. The 5th grade wing is still 5th grade, yeah. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, Guess it's still the same. It's just the 6th grade is now in the 4th grade wing where Miss Privet had her classroom next to Miss Pratt. That's now the 6th grade wing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Conor, I know are you going through testing this week?
Yes, I am.
So, okay. So, I've seen videos at Central and Fogarty where there are teachers out there dancing with signs, all that good stuff, and welcome, go get them. No, that's a no.
That is a no.
So
that's a hard no.
So guest teachers, it's time to step up your game. I saw a video of Cotter and Fogarty getting after, Central and Fogarty cheering on their students, a little pep rally for them. But
we got to motivate these kids.
We got to get Conor pumped up. So what test you take today?
I took my reading ELA test.
Reading ELA test. Okay.
What is that?
English language arts.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
How was it?
I think I did pretty good.
What about math? Ask me about math.
Math was easy.
Oh, yeah.
That was the easiest one.
So your scores are like...
Correct.
Yeah. So you like math? That's awesome.
Yeah.
This is stuff I did in 4th grade.
Yeah. So was it like all day?
No. We did one in the afternoon, one in the morning.
Okay.
That sounds all day.
But were they
Pretty
long?
much.
I mean, were they long?
The The long students that take forever, yeah.
Were you nervous?
Yeah, a little bit. After the first math test, I wasn't that worried or stressed.
Yeah.
I hated taking those things.
I
hate
couldn't
them
stand
too.
them. They called them Iowa testing back then.
in the day, it was Iowa test.
Iowa test, yeah. Oh, man. I was like, I'm from Oklahoma. Why I got to take this thing?
Yeah.
That's the first thing I always thought.
I know.
That's like the one time I ate breakfast. I went to bed on time. Never do pencil. Because there's kids are different. Some like really get nervous about that. Some are cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
Sam would get extremely nervous. My wife would get extremely nervous, but do really, really good. I wouldn't be nervous and do really bad. It was like reverse.
Yeah, I was no good at math. Yeah. I mean, I'm good at math. I was no good at test.
Yeah.
All right, got one more question here. We'll go here for just a little bit. My good friend, Jeff Murray. We had Jeff Murray on during the football season on the high school huddle. I'm sure we will have him again as well.
Had him the other day.
Yeah.
First base there the day with us.
Yeah, Jeff Murray, a state championship football game official, state baseball tournament official, a friend, and he's home of the Leopards, the Leopards. Lindsay Leopards. Yes.
Orange and black, right?
What's that?
Orange and black?
Yeah. And I've been there. I think I've been to Lindsay, Oklahoma one time, and that was for a cross-country event. Rained the entire time. It was beautiful. Jeff asked, should top-rated umpires get a cut of the NCAA NIL monies? Asking for a friend. We might be losing another high school sports official.
There we go.
If this comes in there. Should top-rated umpires get a cut of the NCAA NIL monies? Right off, without knowing, without thinking, without going too far, I would probably say no.
No. Yeah.
I would say no. All right, they've always been paid.
Yeah, I mean, name, image, likeliness. Nobody's buying an umpire shirt.
They should. I have umpire shirts.
I mean, they can. Conor seconds this one. They should definitely get rid of Angel Hernandez, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
he
boy.
Is he the worst umpire in the world?
Oh, yeah, by far.
Let me see if this button works. Hold on. Oh, no, never mind. I haven't programmed. I was going to beep you out. Jeff, the first thing I think about that is college and professional umpires always have to kind of lay low anyway because, hey, if I show up in my Kansas State Wildcat purple shirt, hat, purple pants, real men wear purple, all that stuff, and I give you $1,000 bill or here's a car, and it's purple, but and so that probably I think would probably raise some suspicion, and then if you go to if you umpire one of those games,
once you lose your trust, you don't ever get it back.
Yeah, so that would be my first. Dr. Simpson, John Higgins says yes. John Higgins works every day of the college basketball season, so I think monitor time. I think he's paid well without any NIL.
I do believe umpires, officials, the best ones should get paid more than everybody else. There's no doubt about that. There's got to be some since this is an open mic. We can talk umpires. There needs to be more accountability for umpires. I mean, it's getting kind of with the technology the way it is now. They're getting hit every which way, saying they're bad. But if you really look at the data, they're really, really good.
Yeah, I know.
It's so hard to do what those guys do, and to be at a high level as they are. It's pretty amazing how good major league umpires, college umpires can be. High school umpires, sorry, Jeff, they're not that good.
Well, it's a learning phase.
Yes, absolutely.
All the good ones. If you're good in little league, you're gonna go to junior high. Yeah. If you're good at junior high, you're gonna move up. And so, I think we just need a whole lot more sports officials. It's getting tough. And
we've got
Guthrie got lucky because on Monday we were supposed to have 2 umpires, and both one was ill and another was on call for his job. Luckily, we were able to have 2. There's some that have only 1 for big-time games. So.
Yeah, we had 1 at Southeast this year. There's been several times where we've gotten lucky and we've had 2 where they chose Guthrie over the other areas because, again, Guthrie's a beautiful place to play in umpires. So we've got lucky with umpires this year as far as showing up.
Jeff Murray, easy. You got some Higgins fans in here. Jeff Murray says, I met John Higgins once at OSU, friendly guy with a big ego. You got to have a little bit. I mean, you're a Final Four national championship. You got to have a small one. But I agree. I do. The officials with big egos, those are the worst. Yeah, those are the worst.
We've had those this year to where it's, hey, look at me, I'm here, and those they're ridiculous.
Fighting here with lower. There we go. Yeah, definitely. So, okay. Dr. Simpson usually tells us to keep this within an hour. He hasn't given us the sign to get off quite yet, but we probably need to get on here. Matt did have a question for you, Conor. We want to make sure you get all the Conor questions in there. Conor, are you better at math than your dad?
Oh, he's really
thinking about it.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, I tell you, back in the day, it was fax masters. I was one of the top 2 or 3.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
Like multiplication facts, I can snap those. I'm definitely better at that than you.
Here we go.
It's 11 times 25.
Well, that's tough.
275. What's taking so long? 11 times 35. 385. Come on, I thought you were better than math.
Okay, hold on, Conor. Here's a fair one. You ready? Simple multiplication. 8 times 3.
24.
Oh. Okay, here's another one. He beat you. Well, first one to 5 wins. 0 to 1. 4 times 3.
12.
Yeah, he let you. Okay, here's a tough. I'm doing the tough ones for you. 8 times 7.
Ooh, that's a good one.
8 times 7, 56.
So that's good. That's good. All right. Okay, here's this one. 9 times 7 minus 3.
Ooh.
60.
Yeah, I can see why. I can see why the math scores are good. Super. Hey, Dr. Sampson, we get your honor roll list out. Here he comes.
Superintendent honor roll right here. Put him on it.
Uh-oh, Conor. Oh, boy, Conor.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, here it comes. Get Conor home. It's school night.
There's your cue right there. Wrap it up.
Hey, we appreciate everybody. This was spur of the moment type deal. This is always fun to have just a random open mic, speak with everybody. One more reminder: this show brought to you by Mosquito Authority BugBites.com. I don't want to say what I think is confused, but Bug Bites.
Bugs Bite.
Bugs Bite. Okay, see, I messed it up. BugsBite.com.
Yep.
And just they can call for a estimate, all that good stuff.
Yep. So if you go to the website, it'd be easier just to call us directly. But it'll take you to a website, and it'll say put your zip code in. Then you'll just click Guthrie, and then it'll give you a number to call, and then you'll talk to one of the operators, and they'll walk you through the process, and they get you signed up in that way.
Mosquito Authority, proud sponsor here on Open Mic. And don't forget, Second Banana Media. When we sign off there, go to all the social medias and search and like Second Banana Media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. The only little difference right now on Twitter is you have to put the numbers, Second ND Banana Media. But everything else, just spell it out. And please subscribe on Facebook, because we're going to Second Banana Media is a podcast networking. So we're going to have various podcasts like this one, High School Huddle, and we got bunch more. Hopefully we'll have 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 of these different podcasts underneath this network, and then it'll be real easy to see there. I want to get one more comment in here, at least one more. Gladys says, you guys are fantastic. Gladys, thank you. We appreciate that. Thank you for having us a little bit of your time tonight. And you can always, if you don't want to watch us or you don't want to watch video, you'd rather listen to this in a podcast platform, on all of your podcast platforms, whether it's Apple, Google Podcast, or Google, or any of those deals, just search for Open Mic, and you can listen to this at your leisure as well. You can also search for Guthrie News Page podcast, and we have High School Huddle. Mm-hmm. You search all of your favorite podcasts, and they're on there. So
yeah, we got to make sure we get subscribers and stuff like that, because again, we're only allowed to upload 15 minutes right now until we get a bigger audience. Yeah. So again, this will probably have to be edited in some way, because we've gone over 15 minutes. Yeah. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff that we want to do. In order for that to happen, we need subscribers.
Yep. All right, Connor, appreciate you for joining. First one. Hey, there's a lot of people, I didn't get to a lot, but they were like, man, you're doing really good for your first time to be on camera and talking. We might have to think about that guest podcast. I mean, it kind of rhymes, right? Guest podcast. Get all the scoop on the 5th and 6th grade happenings.
We know a guy we can talk to.
Yeah. All right. Ronnie Phillips, Conor Phillips. I'm Chris Evans. Have a great night. Have a great week.